Okay, here we're gonna try to clone a function. And I'm gonna assume you've watched part one about the function constructor because we will need to be using that. Okay, so why can't we just do something like const map2 is equal to map1? Well, because remember, functions are just objects, and objects are not referenced by value. Okay? So we cannot do this the same way we cannot do it for an object. So how can we do this? Well, we can do it with the new keyword along with capital F constructor. So let's see, let's do function clone function. And of course, this takes in a func. And then what's it going to return? Well, it's going to return a new function constructor. Remember, we need a string, and then I'm going to string the return with a space plus whatever the function definition that they want to clone. Okay. Now, this works because this string will also stringify the function definition for us. So what will happen is when this function is called, it will return another function, and that function will call an anonymous function, which then calls the body of this function that we copied. Okay, let's see all of that in action. I know it sounds kind of confusing. Okay, so now we can do const new clone math is equal to clone a function, and then we're going to pass in what the function we want to clone was math right here. Okay, let's console.log our new clone math. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we automatically get an anonymous function. This is because, whoops, we used the new keyword with the capital F function. Now, it returns this anonymous function, which returns the desired function that we're looking for. Okay, so when we want to call this inside function, we have to do new cloned math, call once, call twice, 2, and 3. And we get 5. Okay, and we know that new clone math is a new function because whenever you return a new keyword in JavaScript, that is a different object or a different function or a different array. Okay, so hey, we just cloned a function. And if you thought we could just do something like const clone is equal to spread operator math at 0, look, it says math is not iterable. So to explain this, underneath the hood, functions are just objects that are callable and have a length property. Okay? And arrays are just objects that are actually indexed and have 0 through whatever as their key. So that's the only difference. Everything else is a primitive. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the function constructor. Let's say we all know that what constructs normal arrays are the array constructor. Right? So we can actually check that. Okay. But did you know that the function actually constructs everything else? Look, even object.constructor, it constructs the object. It constructs even itself. Okay. So this just means it's part of the native JavaScript engine. It just comes with it. Okay. It doesn't get created by anything else. Okay. And everything else actually gets created by it. So even things like number.constructor belongs to function. Okay. So yes, in JavaScript, everything is an object, and all constructors, including the object constructor, is constructed by this capital F function constructor. Cool, huh?